to you, and how would this ceasefire deal relate to those kind of war aims if they are what Netanyahu is thinking?
Again, that's one of the reasons he didn't want to find himself here. He doesn't want to be here, and he'll hope not to stay here. But I would add, there are differences in the Israeli system on this. So I think that's right. One of the war aims has been make it uninhabitable, make it unlivable. And I think there is good reason to fear, by the way, that if the guns do for an extended period of time fall silent, but Israel, as it for sure will, nickels and dimes everyone literally to death in terms of the games it's going to play with the humanitarian assistance axis getting into Gaza. Then a more dangerous time might even be when Gazans see, oh my God, the guns have stopped, the bombs have stopped, but things are hopeless here. And he will continually try to, I think, create circumstances where there's a possibility of pushing that population out. And that's why northern Gaza and the ability of Palestinians to move back to northern Gaza has been one of the most contentious issues. And I would imagine will be during implementation, because that's part of this depopulate Gaza, resettle Gaza. And that's at the crux of a lot of the political disagreement inside Israel. I say there's a disagreement because for others, it's enough that Gaza is destroyed and that all the diplomatic goings-on now are about, will it be rebuilt? What conditions will it be rebuilt under? And Israel making everyone jump through hoops and play that game. The other thing we just have to acknowledge is this clearly isn't total victory. Hamas is still there. They've taken out 15 Israeli soldiers in just the last week in 4 different operations when Israeli soldiers were in northern Gaza. So that's also not something Netanyahu wants to be left with.
Because presumably, even if it does only last 42 days, this does give Hamas, or what's left of it, a chance to regroup. That would pose at least some military challenges were sort of Netanyahu to try and just sort of continue where he left off. 42 days' time.
Yeah, exactly. Even to get to the full implementation of phase 1, there's going to have to be a redeployment of IDF troops already. So again, that's why I'm suggesting not that Netanyahu is in a trap that he can't get out of, but Netanyahu is in a place that he would rather not be, because if he's going to see the implementation of the first phase through, then he is going to have already to, in some significant measure, redeploy his troops. It's also why I will continually say, be careful, the devil's in the detail, including of the redeployment.
Daniel Levy, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We really do appreciate it.
There you go. We ain't done. This is just a temporary sales job to make everybody in America kind of go, okay, fine, that one's done. We don't have to worry about it. And then all of a sudden it's going to come back again. But people are so tired and they don't ever call their senators or congressional representatives and say, hey, shut it down. And Congress keeps giving them money. And how much more money is going in? I understand that Biden approved $8 billion, another $8 billion for them. So was that for rebuilding the Gaza Future City? This is the Conscious Hour. It's Wednesday. Yep. January 15th. Yep. So have a great day, and remember, make the phone call.